Crews in Robbinsdale worked overnight to clean up an oil spill in Twin Lake. According to the Robbinsdale Fire Department, an above-ground oil tank at the Saipan Gray Shell Station cracked Friday afternoon. As oil began to leak, firefighters used temporary barriers to contain the spill, but heavy rain that night spoiled those efforts. The rain carried the oil into the storm sewer system and drained into South Twin Lake. Officials say cleanup efforts have protected the lake from lasting damage.
So the lake looks really well. The contractor has done a great job of absorbing any of the remaining oil that's on the top. And there are no long-lasting effects to the lake, the ecology of the lake, or the shoreline.
Any remaining oil in the lake is expected to biodegrade over the next several days. Multiple homes in Brooklyn Park were struck by gunfire Sunday night. People who live near 7600 Regent Avenue heard gunshots around 8 p.m. Police said they found shell casings in the street and bullets had struck at least 2 houses. Nobody was hurt. Through security camera footage, police found that the suspect had fired the shots with a fully automatic handgun. Police are still investigating. A pair of crashes claimed the life of one person and critically injured 2 others. First, in Brooklyn Park, police say a motorcyclist was likely speeding and riding in and out of lanes and crashed into another vehicle. This happened Sunday evening in the area of 85th and Queen Avenues North. Police say the motorcyclist was pronounced dead at the scene. The person's identity was not released as of Monday afternoon. Police say the driver of the other vehicle was not seriously hurt. Meanwhile, Brooklyn Park police tried to stop a vehicle they say was driving erratically and would not stop for officers. Police tried to stop the vehicle early Saturday morning near Noble and 69th Avenues North in the south end of the city. The driver headed north, eventually heading up near Elm Creek Park Reserve, where the vehicle struck a tree at high speeds as it was getting off of Highway 610. Police say the driver smelled heavily of alcohol. The driver and passenger were taken to the hospital for what police say are significant injuries. There could be changes coming to downtown Osseo. As Delane Cleveland reports, the sidewalks are becoming a safety hazard, and city leaders are looking at the best way to fix the problem.
The look of the tile is nice.
Osceo's Central Avenue is a popular gathering spot for food and conversation. And when it comes to the sidewalks,
definitely like the look of the tiles, and I think it looks nice.
It's a look some appreciate.
I kind of like how it looks. It just kind of like gets like that retro look.
The pavers they're referring to go on for several blocks, but many have seen better days.
The condition of the pavers has deteriorated through the years.
City engineer Allison Fauski says the pavers have fallen victim to Minnesota's unforgiving freeze-thaw cycle.
What we're anticipating has happened is the water's gone down through there, it freezes, and when it freezes, it expands, and then the top part kind of pops off.
Not only is it a bad look,
if you're just walking, having a conversation, or looking down at your phone, it's definitely an easy place to trip.
It's a safety hazard.
First thing I think about is how difficult it could probably be for wheelchair accessible people.
The city has done patchwork fixes, but that's only temporary. Earlier this month,
it's unfortunate that we have to deal with this problem.
The condition of the pavers was discussed during an Osseo City Council meeting.
It was a pet project for a couple of council members. They wanted to see this happen, and it's costing us now another $1 million.
He's referring to a proposal to replace the pavers with more traditional concrete. The council voted to approve a feasibility study to determine the full cost. While it's not a done deal, city officials say the days of the pavers could be numbered.
I think the big driver would be safety.
In Osseo, Delane Cleveland, CCX News.
City leaders hope to complete the feasibility study by this fall, and at that point, City Council will decide whether the project moves forward. Well, perhaps you've taken dance lessons or you like to watch the competitions on TV. As Jenna Globe reports in this week's Business Matters, a husband and wife team wants to open up the dance community with its new studio in Plymouth.
Igor and Megan Ofonkin first met on the professional dance circuit, went on to get married and ultimately win a national ballroom championship.
Along the way, we came back to the dancing always because that's what has brought us together.
After recently opening their dance studio in Plymouth, Soul Ballroom, the Afonkins are eager to share their passion for dance with the community.
Most people who never dance, the first things what they say, they have a 2 left feet, something like that. But the best thing about our studio, we have a system.
2, 3, 5, 6, 7.
They start just learning like simple steps, and then every stage of their dancing, we are adding more techniques.
While Igor learned to dance in his native Russia, Megan grew up taking tap, jazz, and ballet at the Summit Dance Shop in Plymouth.
We incorporate a lot of different styles and understand how the other different styles can help you as an overall dancer, not just a ballroom dancer.
And you're gonna sneak through.
And it can be very intimidating when you're at a different stage in life and when you're an adult, but we just provide that safe environment, safe teachers, and really, really warm and welcoming community for anyone to come in and feel great doing it.
So I'm gonna go through, you go next.
Soul Ballroom instructor Amy Hansen believes more people will come to love dance if they just give it a shot.
It's really nice to have something like dance to get that exercise in and to move and have fun with it, you know?
Soul Ballroom also specializes in creating memorable wedding dances for other couples who, like the Afonkins, have a unique love story and want to begin their journey with a dance.
I believe the dancing could actually change the life.
Reporting in Plymouth for CCX, this is Jenna Globe.
Soul Ballroom offers both group classes and private dance instruction.
Many of the state's best prep baseball players from the class of 2023 managed to mostly avoid the rain over the weekend as they gathered to play in the 48th annual All-Star Series. Historic Chaska Athletic Park, the site for the 2-day 6-team tournament. Metro West and Metro North meeting in this one. Local All-Stars playing in this game were Spencer Peterson of Osseo, Jake Krieger from Totino Grace, Champlin Park's Justin Brooks, all on the Metro North team, and Jake Birkeland of Wayzata playing for Metro West. Bottom of the first inning, Metro West Max Peterson of Minnetonka bounces a single up the middle. Birkeland scores and the game is tied 1-1. Metro North goes ahead in the second when Nolan Murphy of Becker blasts one to deep left. It carries the fence for a solo home run, one of 2 home runs in the game for Murphy, and it's 2-1. Top of the third for North. Brooks leads off and he drills one to deep right field. Brooks had a great season for the Section 5 4A runner-up Rebels, and he has good speed and goes into third base with a triple. Noah Gordon of Rogers then drops one into left field for a run-scoring single as Brooks trots home. Metro North leads 3-1. Trailing 4-2, Metro West begins a comeback in the bottom of the fourth. Jake Lundquist of New Prague gets a hold of one and he sends it out. His solo home run pulls West within 1. Later in the inning, it's Birkeland getting on base again. He slices a ball down the right field line that goes for extra bases. Jake Meneke from Minneapolis Washburn scores on Birkeland's double, tying the game at 4. Trailing 7-4 in the fifth inning, Peterson pulls Metro North within a run. The Osseo All-Star sends it over the fence in left center field for a 2-run homer, and it's 7-6. But Metro North will get no closer. Bottom of 5. Metro West Joey Flom of Eden Prairie drives one to the center field fence. Birkeland is the third of 3 runners to score on Flom's bases clearing triple. Metro West goes on to win this game 15-7. They would go on to beat the South All-Stars 4-3 in the championship game to win the 2023 Play Ball Minnesota All-Star Series. The final state competition of the spring high school sports season is an often overlooked event. Jay Wilcox has more on the state clay target tournament.
As defending state team champion, Wayzata Shooters felt a little extra pressure Friday at the MSHSL clay target tournament.
Yeah, a little bit, because they got a pretty good score. There's 3 100s and a 97, I think. And
it's a big event with a lot of impressive scores, and one the Wayzata Shooters look forward to.
It's really fun. I love the competition. Just super neat experience.
It's really cool to see how other teams operate in their different individual styles for shooting. And it's also really interesting to have that bigger size competition amongst the other teams as well.
It's not all boys here. Wayzata had 2 female shooters among their top 5 for state.
Yeah, they have different like divisions with like women and men, but I think it should just be one, because there's no like physical aspect that like puts men at a higher advantage than women. So I think women can prove that, you know, we're just as good, if not better. So
the team competition is a group of 5 shooters, and success can be contagious.
Once you shoot with people long enough, you definitely do get in a rhythm with them, and you kind of learn how they shoot, and you can kind of go off their speed, and it just flows better, I guess.
While suburban schools may not be what comes to mind first when thinking about this sport, it is growing in Minnesota and beyond.
Yeah, I think we had over 1,000 kids shoot with us at Alexandria, so that was last week. So it's a really thriving sport.
Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.
Wayzata plays 4th in the team competition this season. And that's all for sports. I'm John Jacobson.
Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.